Hello and welcome to Tête-à-tête with Tiwa. I'm Tineke.
And I'm Wally.
And Wally is very tired today, but we're going to do it anyway.
We are.
So today's question is, where is a place you've always wanted to travel?
Right. Whenever I think to go somewhere, um, paradisey, I don't know if that's the right word. I think white beach, blue water, um, wonderful weather, not too hot, not too cool. In fact, not cool at all. Um, yeah, palm trees, that sort of thing.
Okay. So for me, and I think you know this actually, place that I've always wanted to travel to. It's not so much a place. I've always wanted to go to. I'd like to go to every continent in the world, but I always wanted to go to every country in Africa. That's something that I just want to go to every country in Africa. So it's not one particular place as such, but I would like to do Africa, like literally visit every country in Africa. Because I just think Africa is a wealth. It's such a beautiful place that is underrated. And I wanted us to do our honeymoon for a year, traveling around Africa. He didn't agree. But that was my ideal honeymoon would have been to go just travel around Africa for a year. I mean, I don't know how realistic that was anyway, but
Well, it wasn't. That's why we didn't go.
but that would have been my ideal.
Yeah, Africa. That funny. That picture I just painted is from actually pictures that I've seen of a place in Africa. Now I can't remember what country it was. Is it Mozambique? Is it Tanzania?
So many
Is
places.
it? Yeah, for some reason I think it's one of those two, and it's like the pictures were wonderful. Calm seas, or maybe it's the ocean. Who knows? But it was calm. White beach. I could even smell the fish on the barbecue. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So something like that. Yeah, that's where. Yeah, apart from, otherwise, I have actually visited a lot of countries, so there's not that. I don't have that desire like that. Unfortunately, all the places I've visited, I never really went on holiday, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
It wasn't
you
so
really
much
visit
holiday.
them, you just
Yeah,
went there.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so that's where we would go. Africa, clearly.
Yes. That's Africa.
Next question. Have there been goals you have both had individually and collectively that you have had to sacrifice for the kids? Goals that you have had to sacrifice for the kids. I mean, being a parent is a responsibility, and the way I look at it is that the children didn't choose to be here. We chose to bring them into this world. So I don't know that I would necessarily look at it as a sacrifice. It was a choice to have the kids, and therefore that's it. There's the consequences that come with every decision you make.
Absolutely.
So I don't look at it as a sacrifice. But if I was to answer the question in that sense, one of the things that we did definitely as a couple was we decided that when we became parents, I would give up work to look after the children. So you could say I sacrificed my career. I don't look at it like that at all. But potentially that would be one of the things that the person asking this question is referring to. I mean, the way I looked at it was like the amount of money that I'm going to make, I'm actually going to use that money to pay someone else to bring up my kids. So what's the point? I might as well bring my kids up myself and know that I brought them up how I wanted to bring them up. Like I said in one of the previous videos, I didn't necessarily anticipate that I would spend 12 years giving birth and that it would be 12 years out of the job market, etc. But all of that is irrelevant. The fact that we decided to have the children and we decided that I was going to bring up the children, it's not really a sacrifice. That's a decision we made. And fine. The consequences of that is that I didn't like follow a traditional career path, if you like, but hey, being a mother is a huge career, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so that would be what I would say. I mean, that's the only thing that I would kind of. I mean, there's the day-to-day sacrifices that you make, like, because in everything you have to. Well, I don't know, but in my opinion, maybe this is not true of everybody, but I think that in everything you have to, like you have to something wins over something else. So there are certain things that I would give up because I want to make sure that okay, my kids get, I don't know, can go to dance school or whatever it is. So there might be certain things, you have to weigh things up. So is that a sacrifice? Again, I don't look at it as a sacrifice, but I'm sure some people would. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've answered the question. You just get on with it. You have children. You have children, and needs must, whatever it is. Um, yeah. So I don't know if it's a sacrifice. I mean, they, stop drinking late at night so you're alert through the night.
Why do you like to pretend like as if you're a drinker?
No, I mean, I'm just fooling around. But yeah, I mean, no, but I mean, I imagine, but actually, I didn't consider it a sacrifice. But I remember when we had our first son, um, I wouldn't touch alcohol at all, especially at night, so that I could be alert and hear if he coughed or sneezed or whatever it was. Um, but yeah, but funny enough, it's not like I drank that much then.
I'm even trying to understand this statement because I'm thinking.
No, but I made, but it was in my mind. It was something that was in my mind. Whatever you do, you have to be alert through the night, just to make sure everybody is good. And as they came, that continued. Though, I must say, as time went on, I would sleep through the night anyway.
Yeah, didn't matter. He didn't need the alcohol to sleep or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it's just one of those things. I think in everything there sacrifices, and it depends on how you look at it. So obviously there are things that we didn't do that we might have done. Like maybe if we didn't have the children, or if we didn't have so many children, we would have traveled more often, or so there's certain things that obviously will give, but I don't necessarily see them as sacrifices because I just think that okay, this is our situation and this is
It is what it is.
yeah, you know what I mean. You deal with it as best you can. So yeah, hope that answers the question. Why are you winking at them?
No, well, was I? I thought I was.
It was a very
No,
like your whole head turned in the wink.
I was winking at the camera.
We'll see you next time.
Alrighty. Ciao.